Okay. See, essentially, this lab sheet 7 is like usage of jet transforms, which you already have. Okay, for understanding minimum phase and all pass systems and their decomposition. See, you know properties of minimum phase system, right? What are the properties of all pass systems? First of all, let's go to minimum phase next. So, what are the properties of all pass systems?
It has symmetric pole zero plot,
Okay, and what else?
and it passes all the frequencies.
Okay, very good. What else? Magnitude response, if you see, it's all constant. Okay, it's one. That's one thing. For all frequencies, that's very good. What else? Phase response, if you see, for an all pass system.
Linear?
No.
No,
All
no,
pass.
not linear, sir. Sorry.
What's it? Yeah, you people freshly studied all these things. All pass system phase response, I hope it's discussed in class. Minimum phase system frequency response and like magnitude response, phase response, are they discussed in class or not? Why the name minimum phase system? Okay, I'm not listening answers. So are you people, is it discussed in class or not? You should tell at least.
Yes, sir. Discuss.
Yeah, very good. That's a good answer. Okay, so now tell me, for all pass systems, what's the phase, how the phase response should be? And minimum phase system, why do you call it as minimum phase system?
Sir, minimum phase is because whatever poles and zeros are there, they lie within the unity circuit. So there is no delay, sir.
What's that?
All the poles and zeros which describe the system lie within the unity circuit.
Okay, so okay, that's okay, but tell little more clearly why the name minimum phase has come. Something to do with phase has to be there, right?
Sir, I think phase introduces delay, right, sir?
Yes, very good.
So I think what happens in minimum phase is that the energy, the maximum energy or the energy accumulation is minimum. Takes the minimum time, I think.
Okay,
Energy buildup is instantaneous, sir, because it is a decaying sinusoid. No? So the energy buildup is instantaneous and then it slowly decay as in gradual, the cumulative thing is decaying. So that is why there is minimum delays.
Basically, the majority of energy is accumulated as fast as possible
okay,
in
that's also
minimum phase.
so. So you know that for a given magnitude, for a given h of z, okay, there are several systems having the same magnitude response and different phase responses. So let me just
Yes,
so
yes, sir.
yeah. So why say for a you're able to see the shared lab sheet, I think now,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, let me briefly discuss again. Okay, this lab sheet. See why the discussion of all this minimum phase, all pass, and all this has come. See, usually what happens is, okay, for a given h of z, so if you have actually a if you have h of z, okay, if h of z, if I specify, with the same say if different systems, okay, can have same magnitude response. Okay, but they may have different phase response. Because of that, actually they still have the same magnitude response and different magnitude response, and hence their h of z's are different. But what happens is, among the systems having, okay, So assume that H1 of Z, H2 of Z, and H3 of Z. Okay, each of these three has, okay, assume that has the same magnitude response. Somehow we assume that we have it like that. So in such case, the question comes, which is a good system for us? For either realization or for practical purposes, okay, or in operation. Okay, we need to select one of the system among these H1, H2, H3, and H4, etc. Having same magnitude response, we want to select one of them. Okay, which one do we select? And which are the conditions, okay, based on which we select is the question. Now, will you be able to answer for this? Given the discussion on minimum phase, all those things, you should be able to answer.
We should
I
select
think which has
minimum
the
phase.
linear phase or something like that.
Okay, linear phase is something, but linear phase is not the main focus with which we select the system. See, I have a practical communication scenario. Okay, what's happening is this is a communication channel. Okay, so I know that the input X of n I am sending, Y of n I have, and this is H of n. And this anyway correspond to H of n. Okay, I'm trying to model the communication channel based on input and output. Okay, and what I got, H of Z is equal to 1 minus Z inverse, or 1 minus 2 Z inverse, or say 2 minus Z inverse. Two minus Z inverse by 1 minus Z inverse. Okay, or 1 minus 2 Z inverse. This is what is H of Z I have got. Now, what happens is this communication channel, this is not communication channel. So I want exactly the information X of n to come as output. But what has happened in the, through the channel, whenever it's assumed that this is just a channel, okay, in the channel, this channel has introduced some kind of noise here, okay, or some kind of abnormality here. What I want to do is, from this Y of n again, I want to get back my X of n. Okay, so that's what I want to get. This is through communicate. This is during communication. I got Y of n instead of X of n. But at now in the receiver end, okay, it is at the receiver end. I want to have a operation on system. Okay, and then I want to get back X. What should I do? Tell me. You understood my question?
So basically, we want to extract xn from yn.
Right, correct. So what should I do?
We can divide the frequency response of the channel.
Okay, I got the frequency response of the channel somehow. Okay, then what should I do with this?
We can divide the z transform of the received signal by that h of z.
I have the provision to design a system here. Okay, so this system is at my hand. What should be the impulse response of the system?
1 minus z inverse upon 2 minus z inverse.
So I call this as inverse system because it will do essentially inverse operation of the channel. Okay, and then Hi of Z essentially is equal to what? Hi of Z essentially is equal to 1 minus Z inverse by 2 minus Z inverse. Correct?
Yes, sir.
But is this system, whichever I am designing, is this a stable system? Is this a stable system? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Sir, that
Yes.
would depend on the ROC, right, sir?
No, that's fine. I have given everything here.
Sir, if
Okay.
it is invertible, it is stable.
No. Let's assume that. Okay, so ROC
What is
assume,
inside the unit circle, sir?
okay, just a minute. In that case, I assume that I have given ROC also. So it's a causal system I have given. So mod Z is less than 2. Is its ROC there? Sorry, mod Z, it's non-causal system, right? Fine. See, this is this is mod z, okay, greater than 1 is here. Okay, assume that this is mod z, whatever, 0.5 also if I use, mod z greater than 0.5. Okay, this is also, then this one also is, okay, fine. It's say it's stable system. Assume that I am giving this as stable system. So mod z less than 2 is what is the ROC for this. But it's not a causal system. So I can't realize it. Okay. If I consider this as a causal system, then mod z is greater than 2. In that case, it is not stable. Okay. So I have this problem here at the receiver end. What should I do now? You got my question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what should I do? So what we do is, we can't design HI of Z, okay, because we can't make it both causal and stable. But there is another equivalent system having same magnitude response, okay, as HI of Z, which is causal and stable. That I will figure it out. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
So I can't get HI of Z both stable and causal. So HI prime of Z or HI minimum phase of Z. Okay, this what I will bring in now. Okay, this system is such that, okay, I design it such that 1 minus, say, if I consider, say, just to be a little more careful, I can point, I can put actually instead of 1 minus Z inverse here, okay, and here, okay, I can have it just to be on the safer side, 1 minus 0.8. Okay, 1 minus 0.8 here also. Okay, so that the numerator thing doesn't bring any difficulty for us. Okay, for time being, Z inverse. Okay, by instead of 2 minus Z inverse, I will put 1 minus 2 Z inverse here. Okay, into, okay, since I have added here, I want to have the system having same magnitude response as HI of Z. So what I do, I should multiply this with a all pass system. Okay, because that will have a uniform magnitude response or a constant magnitude response. Okay, so I will multiply 1 minus 2 Z inverse by whatever exactly I have, 2 minus Z inverse. You see this? So now what I have done, this is the overall system. If I see, what I have is HI of Z only. Okay, HI of Z. But within this is HI minimum of Z, minimum phase system. Okay, and this what I have is H all pass of Z, right? So if I want to do, this is referred to as compensator. Okay, design of compensator. This very practical problem and very widely used important problem in communications. Okay, this is also not just in communication, in several fields. The inverse field systems are important. Okay, and minimum phase system itself is important. Even if we model, okay, if there is some complex process input output relationship, you modeled it either through in control systems or somewhere else. Okay, you modeled it. Finally, you have got an unstable system or a non-causal system. Will you leave it without realizing anything? What we do is, we want the magnitude response to be exactly same as that. So you realize corresponding minimum phase system. That's all, which is stable, will have same magnitude response as non-stable system or non-causal system. Okay, though the phase response will be different. Okay, so you won't get phase response of whatever inverse system you want here as here through minimum phase system. You will have better phase response. Okay, because as you said, energy is concentrated. Okay, all those things. Okay, so better phase response, but same magnitude response and stable and causal. Okay, is this clear? Is this discussion clear? Okay, if you can't answer, yeah, fine. Okay, no, that's fine. So now what you essentially are trying to do is using Z transform, you're trying to understand these things. See, essentially to do that, what now all pass system will have is, say, always its phase response, if you see, H all pass of jet, okay, will always be negative. Okay, and then H, say among, say if any system H of jet can be decomposed as H minimum of jet, minimum phase of jet into H all pass of jet. And there are several systems having same magnitude response, okay, but different phase responses. So what will happen? So among all such possibilities, H1, H2, H3 here, whichever is the minimum phase, okay, that is preferred. The reason being whatever we have discussed. Okay, and that will have the maximum phase response. Okay, that means the energy is higher. It will quickly respond. Okay, so that means this will have, say, if you have actually some phase response already, some phase response for this, this can be decomposed as H minimum, angle of minimum phase plus angle of all pass. Right? This is just in phase. Phase is multiplication in magnitude, like the H is nothing but in angle it is summation. Okay, hope you know that. Okay, given that, what will happen? All pass system, as I said, will have, okay, all pass system has what? Negative phase. Okay, always negative phase. If this is negative, among all the systems having same magnitude response, H minimum will have what? Will have H minimum will have highest, the like higher maximum phase. Okay, so that it balances out and gives all the other systems maximum phase response. A maximum phase minus the all pass phase will give you the phase of the, okay, phase of H of jet. So you may have, as I said, you can have H1 of jet, okay, H2 of jet, H3 of jet. All of these things can be decomposed into H minimum, into H all pass. Okay, and yeah, the H3 itself can be H minimum of jet, minimum phase system. Okay, this can also be decomposed. When you see all the systems with same magnitude response, the all pass system will have maximum phase response. Okay, or fast response, or high energy. Okay, it will quickly respond. Even if you see the maximum phase response system around 0, the signal will be more concentrated in H of n. Okay, this is roughly, okay, how the minimum phase system will be. So maximum phase or minimum phase delay. Okay, if you see in terms of delay, it is minimum phase delay. Maximum phase also referred to as minimum phase delay. So this will have minimum phase delay. That's why the name minimum phase system. Okay, so that's fine. So now you can decompose, you can use the transform and the commands here. Okay, it's to see these properties. When I give you all pass system, what do you need to observe? You need to observe that the phase response is all negative. Okay, when you see the minimum phase, minimum phase system, what you need to observe? You need to observe that, okay, it will have the phase response. When you decompose a system into minimum phase and all pass, you need to see this. This will have high phase. Okay, this will have lesser phase compared to this, and all pass system will have negative phase. Okay, and magnitude response of this and magnitude response of minimum phase system will be same. Okay, you need to see the magnitude and phase of these systems and infer these things, whichever I have discussed. Are the things clear now? Are the things clear?
Somewhat. I think we will understand more when we actually do it.
Right. Okay. So I would probably suggest that anyway, this recording with this probably this discussion will also be shared to you. Okay, go through it again, understand the things, because of the time I have discussed it little quicker. Okay, but try to understand, and then you do it. And if you have any further questions, we'll discuss in the next lab. Okay, both for filter design and minimum phase decomposition, all pass decomposition. If you have any questions, we'll discuss in the next lab. Thank you then. Bye. So Suravardhan, you can take care. If you wish to close the lab, you can close and then again join for the next lab.
Sir, we have to take that Viva, sir.
Okay, okay. So now you people are ready to write Viva? Yeah, I think if you are fine, you in 5 minutes you take. Okay? Yeah. You just fresh up for 5 minutes and then you can write at 5:50 or something. Bye.